Now that you guys aren't together anymore, you guys are separated, how would you say that your relationship is now? Him living his life, you living your life, and now that you guys still have Jolie together, how do you guys communicate, or how is your relationship now as it was before?
Okay, so it was really hard because when we first separated, it was hard because he just totally cut my daughter, like he cut our daughter off. So it was really hard for me because I would get frustrated because I just felt like, man, like how could he not love her the same way like I love her, or the way like my family loves her. So in the beginning, he didn't come around at all. Not until maybe when she was maybe 3 years old. That's when he started coming around a little bit more. But you know, he does have his own life. He likes to go out and be single. Like, and with me, it's harder because as a mom, I don't have that opportunity where I can like, okay, well, I'll just leave her and just go out and not see her all who knows how long. And like for her, she's somebody that I have to see all the time. So with me and him, before we would fight still, like maybe when he would come and pick her up, we would argue or fight, or he would just bring her back. And it took me a long time to realize that I wasn't the problem. And once I realized that, I was doing the best as I could as a mom, I just left him alone. And after that, he just, he realized like, man, I messed up, but by the time that happened, it was too late. So, now he wishes that it could be, but now it's just too late.
So what you're saying is that now that you guys are separated, he's kind of just living his own life now, and you're being responsible, you're being a mother, you're working, you're going to school, but he's still not that supportive, or?
Yeah, he's not. He could be more supportive. I don't think seeing your daughter once a week. That's just, it's just something that he has to work on. But I can't change him, and I realized that a long time ago. So, but I think now we're at a point where it's like, okay, you come pick her up, and we'll talk. Like, we're on good terms because I want, that's her dad. I want my daughter to love her dad because it's.
And you want to set up a good example for her, seeing that even though you guys aren't together, that you guys are still communicating and you're still cordial with each other. Right? So, are there times where maybe you think about ever getting back with him, or does he do the same, or knowing that you were in this toxic relationship before, like now that you guys have moved on, like is there any type of like rekindling that you guys would think of doing, or is that ever coming to mind for the both of you? Or
in the past, like when we had first separated, I would always wish that it could work because when you live with your couple, it's totally different from living at home with your parents and your child. So in the beginning, I always found myself saying like, please, like, let's try to make it work. But I never had the courage to just get up and pack my things and move back with him. Just because, like, even though I hoped it would work, I just knew it wouldn't. So, and I seen how happy my daughter was. So I think seeing how much better I'm doing now, it just makes me realize like, no, I don't want to go back to that. And sometimes he'll want to make it work. Like he'll tell me like, oh, I love you. Like you don't love me. You don't want to make it work. But I mean, I just moved on in life. So.
Yeah, and that's really good because for the most part, there are women who are in an abusive relationship or were, and then end up going back to that situation. So that's really great that you were able to see the situation and see that it was a problem and move on and show better for your daughter. And now what you're saying is that you would never go back to that again, which is good because you're acknowledging that it was a problem before and that you know that it was toxic, that you don't want that anymore in your life, and that you want better for both you and Jolie. Yeah, I just want to acknowledge the fact that that I am very proud of you for overcoming this situation and this problem that you were able to solve. That's very, very brave of you, and it shows a great example for your daughter that you were going through this and you were able to get out of it, and now you both are happy together. So that's really great, and I'm glad that, you know, after 9 years of being with him, that now you both are happy together. So that's very, very great. And I just want to let you know that that if you ever need to continue to come back and talk about the situation, then you know, you're more than welcome to do that. But I do want to congratulate you on moving on, and you're doing good with your job, and you're going to school, and your new apartment, and that's awesome. So